Ah, what an absolutely lovely sunny day, Mr. Marsh.
Yes, lovely. It is lovely today.
We are once again in our nice, quiet little coffee hole, which is rather charming. Nobody comes in our hole, do they, Nige?
No, well, I've never had anyone come in my hole.
You heard it here first, folks. And yes, it's nice here. It's nice. Nobody knows about it because it's newly built, and you don't get any riffraff, do you, Nigel?
No riffraff.
No riffraff around here.
None at all. None.
None whatsoever.
Well, I've never seen any.
Hi guys. I didn't see you there.
God damn it.
Plenty butter and a retro pole. We've got Nick Bundy in our secret coffee hole.
Nicholas,
Yes.
welcome to our hole.
Thank you. It's a lovely hole. Lovely. It smells quite nice as well, actually. Or is it? You got some spray? Oh, it's just sun cream, isn't it?
I did run a soapy finger around it this morning.
To the second knuckle, I hope.
Do you like our little area here? Is this quite nice?
It's nice. I tell you what, if we'd staffed at a place like this, I'd probably spend a bit more time. But no, it is nice. It'd be interesting to see when this massive fence behind the camera disappears. What's there?
Yeah, they're probably going to build some kind of horrendous industrial unit there.
Probably.
Or something
But
like
no,
that.
it's nice.
For now.
You can see why you pop down here and hide.
For now, it's a quiet corner of the world where we can get away from it all.
Well, it
and
was.
not do any work.
Yes.
And you got a new camera. Hey,
At last.
finally, you got a nice chop saw in the background. What's the Insta360? Better than your 25-year-old cassette player?
No, I think I prefer the cassette player, so
Do
I'm probably
ya?
still going to carry on using it.
No. Dave's finally upgraded to the modern world.
We were just nattering off camera about scams and spams. We did a video. I say you had nothing to do with it.
No, I had nothing to do.
This is your holiday one,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yeah, about scams and scams. The reason this came up again is because I had one come in yesterday, and I haven't had one of these for ages. This was a voice one. This was on the Telephonono, and this was one of these where the guy rang up and said something like, "I'm phoning from the Sunshine Children's Charity or something," and Sunshine Rainbow Charity. I can't remember what he said now.
Yeah.
And I just told him to fuck off and hung up, because I used to get a lot of these in the early days, and they try and hook you in especially when you're in your green days. Not so much when you're
Worn to it like us now, yeah.
But if someone phones up from a charity you've never heard of, you can guarantee that they're going to offer you some kind of, you pay us £100 and we'll put you in our newsletter, our publication, our calendar. No such things exist.
No.
Or if they do, their circulation is pathetic.
Yeah.
But I've done these before.
Yeah.
So obviously, you get hooked in, especially in the early days. I remember paying to be on a calendar once and then thinking, why have I done that? Because I don't know how many of these calendars are going to get distributed and where to, if any. And there was another one as well that I fell for as well, which was years and years ago. They were going to put a thing for local tradespersons in the post office. So when people are stood in the post office queue, it's got this advertisement for trades with a tear-off bit that you could go, oh, I need an electrician, I'll tear off the number and,
proper American thing, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Tear here for guitar lessons.
Yeah. And it was some horrendous cost. And then I thought, I wonder if this is actually a thing. And I went into the post office to take a look, and it had been placed somewhere that was just completely out of the way. And because the post office, they're not going to waste point of sale space on something like that. They're going to want to put products on there that they can
People
sell and make a mark.
Good money as well.
They're there to cash their gyro,
Yeah, so these things, it was somewhere really pathetic. It was right out of the way. No one was ever going to see it. And you get these. I used to get a lot of, we do this publication on behalf of the emergency services. That's how they try and hook you in. Charities, emergency services.
Mine was a Save the Children one recently, very similar to you.
Obviously, that is a bona fide charity.
But it wasn't called that. It was a twist on it. I then, after all, I will tell the story in a minute, but after that, I did my research, and the guy put the phone down. He said, I'll send you some information. He says, do you want to go ahead with it today? And it was very, very pushy. And you just learn to, let me sit back, let me have a think about it, let me do some research. As soon as you say that, it's like, oh, because they just want answer. Yes, it's a yes to it. Oh, it's only £100, but it can get you X amount of stuff. fuck off, mate. Like,
Yeah.
That's another one where they're putting your money where their mouths are, isn't it?
Yeah, and I fell for this. So when I was I'd probably been going a year, so I would have been 18, 19 at the time. I'd have felt, you could get them all the time, but it was less back then. You're talking 10, 11 years ago now. But a phone call saying, we've got a magazine, it goes across your local area, obviously research where we were from, Google, from the Staffordshire area, and said we can do a publication, we can give you an A4, price for an A4, price for an A5, or a double spread, all that sort of stuff. And in that point when I was younger, it was just like, oh, right, okay, and you just sit on the phone. And nowadays, it's like, if I don't know the phone just goes dead. I don't even say bye or F off, it's just whatever. And you go through it, and then I said, oh, it sounds pretty good. It was reasonable. It was 120 quid or something for a 6-month probation period or whatever it was. And I sort of said yes. And then out of absolute nowhere, the following few days, I then got a letter through for the invoice. So I didn't pay it because I was like, oh, I'm not too sure. I've only agreed. I said yes online. All of a sudden, I'm getting charged for it. And I spoke to my mum at the time, who was doing my dad's business, running my dad's business for 10 years. And she was like, this seems a bit iffy, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. Left it a little bit. Anyway, went backwards and forwards, and they kept ringing up, demanding the money. And there was no proof that they'd ever done anything, or there was ever any magazine. And they just sent me an email where they created a logo for me, Bundy Electrical, with a screwdriver on my telephone number. That was it. And it was just a scanned copy of it that was emailed to us saying, this is the proof that you need. And it went on for about 8 months until the point where they were sending an invoice for the second 6 months that we hadn't paid for. And it was just an absolute massive scam that someone sat behind the phone making this stuff up. And we were about to start going to court for it, and then they just dropped it all.
Yeah, that's because they got no case. There's no way they could take it to court.
And their thing was, because I agreed to it verbally on the phone, that was binding in their contract, and they held that on me for ages until we realised it was a load of bullshit.
No, nonsense. Anybody could do an impression. I could do a Nick Bundy impression on the phone to someone and say, why I, man? I'm Nick Bundy like. And, if you heard that and you didn't just see me moving my lips,
you would think that was me.
That was Nick Bundy.
Absolutely.
So yes, verbal contracts, absolute fucking nonsense.
Yeah. So I would say to anyone that gets these phone calls or emails, just be careful. Do your research. If it seems genuine and you think, oh, do your research and have a look into it, because most of the time these scams, someone's always reported it on Google. You type in the name, you'll see these people saying, this person rang me at this date and they offered me this for this much. It's a load of crap. Just walk away from it. What we do now is just save their number as scam phone call on that thingy. So when it pops up, I just never answer it.
Yeah, I mean, this Sunshine Charity Rainbow Children's thing, whatever it was yesterday, I was really busy, so I just told him to fuck off. But what I should have said was... I'm pretty
sure I got that phone call recently, and I've saved the guy's
I imagine he's doing the rounds. But what I should have said is, what's your charity number, mate?
I mean,
I'll Google it.
Even if they're not actually scams and they have got publications, you've got to make sure that whatever it is...
Save the children guy. That's what I saved him in, because he was something along them lines, but it was all fake.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure it's relevant to what you want anyway. If it is something like a calendar that's going to be distributed to 5 people in
Yorkshire.
When you're in the Midlands, it's no good to you.
Well, this is it. The calendar thing that I did. This is back in 2001 when I ran another business. This is a long time ago. But they actually sent me the calendar. And I was like, well, there it is.
And how much have I paid for it? Yeah.
But how do I know that they didn't just send that calendar to the people who paid for it, just to say, look, here we go. Here's the proof.
There you go.
And there's no proof that it's not like it's up in the local chip shop where people are going to see it while they're queuing for their chips.
I think if anyone wants to advertise anywhere and wants to grow the business or get more work in, never go with people that approach you. Never.
Yeah.
Always go out and go to your local Waring Hole, your fish and chip, your post office, your bakery, anything like that, with a little A5 flyer. Go in there. How much? Normally it's like £3 a month, to put a leaflet up, or the local newspaper, we have a GPN, the local magazine. Do it off your own back. If someone ever approaches you, it's because they want someone out of you, or it's a scam. Always do it off your own back. Because 99% of these phone calls or emails I get, we can get you 99 ranking number 1 on Google. SEO, website. I get about 50 of these emails a day. I could read 10 off straight away to you now, and you're just like, these people just chancing it. But always the best way to find the scams as well is click on their email address and actually look at their address. It's always hidden, and it's some absolute garbage. It's nothing to do with the company.
Oh yeah. And it's the same with charities as well. Obviously, supporting a charity is a fine thing. But you don't just, if you've got someone phoning from out of the blue purporting to be from a charity, even if it is supposedly a legitimate one, yeah, you tell them to piss off. I mean, if you want to support a charity because it's close to your heart or whatever, then you approach that charity and you make your donation in whatever way. Or if you know of a legitimate sorry, I'm flashing my watch in your face there, aren't I?
You are?
A legitimate newsletter or publication or something that they do, then you make sure that you know what it is, you know what the distribution is, and you
or hit the big charities that you
contact
know
them to appear in there. Yeah, you don't take it at face value on a phone call, especially from someone who's pushing you for an instant answer.
They're just salespeople. At the end of the day, they're out there to make a quick buck, and then at your expense. I have it with the people that catch you in the street when they used to go and bank a lot of money.
The chuggers.
Yeah, and they get you. Oh, you sign up to this, and now you just realise you just have to be rude. Like, mate, I'm busy. I understand, because most of these people are actually making commission off the donations. That's why they're so pushy with it.
Yeah, I tell them to fuck off to their face. I mean, I'm quite rude, really.
Yeah.
Whether it's a phone call or someone in your face.
Not interested.
Trying to, skank money at you. They will get told to fuck off.
Running up to you with a sticker in their hand. God, you want to lay them out.
You're not a fan of stickers, are you?
I hate stickers. Fucking sticker thing to me, I'll kick you in the balls.
I've got a sticker.
What if you're a lady?
Oh, fucking hate stickers. I've got a weird phobia and I just want to punch anyone that comes near me.
I've got a sticker out now. You asked me to bring for it.
Yeah, you want a Richard R. Blaster sticker? Was it the Rasta Blaster?
The Rasta Blaster? Yeah.
£2 a time. Pop over to Richard R. Blaster's website if you want a postage size stamp sticker for £2.
Yeah.
We've never offered a giveaway before.
Have you never?
Mainly because we're tight bastards.
Yeah, it's fine.
And we've got nothing to give away anyway.
Yeah.
That's why you asked me to come. Nick, you got any stuff?
Yeah, Nick, bring some stuff.
Yeah. But Gary Broadbent, good old Gaz, had the excellent idea. We were moaning in a previous video about YouTube subscriber counts.
Yes.
And the fact that
because yours has been hidden for a long time.
Yeah, we don't show
I
ours.
know what he's on. Ha! 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully you don't.
Yeah,
otherwise this competition's blown out of the water.
It's only us watching.
Even Nige doesn't know. The Gary Broadbent said that people should start guessing the...
I'll just wait a minute. Okay.
Gary Broadbent said that these fucking workmen.
Honestly,
hey?
How rude. Hey? How dare they do any work at 9:45
on a Friday morning
10
in the sun? Gary Broadbent said we should start guessing your subscriber number before it reappears, because it is going to reappear at some stage in a couple of weeks, because YouTube are forcing it back on.
Are they actually? Oh, I never knew that.
They're doing it because too many people are opening channels pretending to be like Nick Bundy or whatever.
Oh, Mr. Beast giveaway and you've hidden the subscribe. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and they've got no subscribers, which shows up that they are actually false accounts. So I thought, that'd be quite a good idea. Old Gaz has got there. We could do a little competitionette just for fun, just for shits and giggles, with some crappy giveaway.
Yeah.
In fact, it's called the Sack of Cack competition.
Sack of Cack.
We have a sack of
Cack.
Well, largely rubbish. Nick has contributed some nice things, actually.
Nick's put the nice stuff.
And we put some rubbish in there. And we'll send that to whoever is closest to guessing what the subcount
all of it?
is.
It's going to be one whole thing, is it?
Yeah, it's the
idea. I wish I brought less now.
It's the Sack of Cack.
I thought it was for loads of people. It's fine.
No, there can be only one.
Okay, that's a good shout.
The way to enter, you have to reply on either YouTube or Odyssey.
Odyssey's your other thing.
The alternative channel, that if you don't want to watch adverts, you can watch this rubbish on. With a 5-digit number, guessing what you think the subcount's going to be, and whoever's closest gets the sack of Cack.
Yes.
Now, I don't think there's any hacks or tricks that you can use to
I thought I knew the other day because of that website, but you saying it's frozen. And it's frozen.
So you thought Social Blade would have it. Social Blade has the number from when it got switched off a year ago, and their number I think is 25,300.
Yeah.
And I said in the last video it had plateaued. So we're talking hundreds or thousands of different, but not tens of thousands.
Yeah.
If it turns out that there is a way to find out what a hidden count is, some hack or whatever, then obviously
if you're guessing it and it's almost like to the number, then it's clearly that you've had a...
If we get a fair few that are all very close to the number, it'd be like, okay. In which case, it'll fall back to a tiebreaker So you should not only submit your number in the comments, but why you are so shit hot that you should have the sack of cack.
Yeah, that's fair.
What makes you deserve the sack of cack?
Yes.
There are terms and conditions. Terms and conditions are published on the website. And here is the current contents of the sack of cack, which we may add more to, on screen right now. Now then, poop pickers. The original intention behind this was to lump together a load of potentially duff stuff that had been hanging around the office. But some of this gear is actually alright, so maybe Bag of Swag would have been better than Sack of Cack as a competition title. But we are where we are, and you'll have to sort out the diamonds from the rough for yourselves. We reserve the right to add more to it, but the current booty on offer is as follows. 1 Ideal zip case. 1 box of Schneider square edge twin sockets. Useless, of course, if you win this and are outside the UK. 1 Giffords Electrical baseball hat, as featured in our 2021 Alex video. 1 newfangled MK lever connector twin socket. 1 Schneider Liss 2-way light switch in mocha bronze black that you'll never match up with anything else and be able to use. 1 magic sponge, simply cut to size, moisten, and watch those pencil marks disappear from walls and ceilings like, well, magic. 1 LED Lenser keyring torch, blister packed with an expired Duracell battery that's already leaking in the packet, but the torch is good. Did someone say beaver? Darn tootin'. A quality Armeg 25mm stubby for blasting through joists. Did someone say flaps? Yes, it's a 100mm flap vent grill for sticking over your backside extractor hole. Did someone say dick? Why, it's an unexpectedly tiny Raster Blaster sticker. 3. Count 'em, 3-pole click mode connectors. 2 boxes of Wago Fisting Ideal Gen 2 lever connectors, 1 box being 2-way, the other 3-way. A knob shine mug as featured in many a prior video on my shelf of wondrous shite. As well as appearing in Manor House Refurbishment 1, this is one of only 2 ever made, the great James Beck holding, and probably having long since dropped, the other one. And if 1 quality mug isn't enough, here's another from the good folks at TIS. A Decess new brand sticker clumsily cut out with scissors. A genuine Nick Bundy copper ingot. And come on now, where are you going to get another one of these? Well, maybe on Nick's channel, but why would you tune into that shite? None of us even like him. A very dusty Schneider Denman's baseball hat. A blister-packed mechanical immersion heater timer. A rather marvellous Ideal wire connector kit. A talking projector alarm clock with an annoying American accent. 2 Hager soft grip VDE screwdrivers. 2 D-box junction boxes like a kitchen fitter would use. A basic as you like socket tester, like a kitchen fitter would use. Rather decent Stanley Fatmax and Stabila spirit levels, like a kitchen fitter wouldn't use. 1 Quickwire switch and load maintenance free lighting junction. A curious dusty Wearer box case with nothing in it. A whisker pump bag with even less in it. Be the envy of your friends down at the Hungry Horse pub by sporting these Vito Pro Pack and Armeg Switchblade t-shirts. And finally, to cap it off, a Ryobi zip case I found in a skip. And all you have to do is reply to this video before 23:59 BST on 27th July 2022 with your 5-digit figure and a sentence explaining why you deserve to win the sack of cack.
What are you on about? I would say about 20, 27.
I can't see a number, can I?
Well, I'm not going to enter, am I?
Well, yeah, you should. Yeah, go on, reply. You do a reply and enter it with a number and why you should win the sack of cack.
Please can I have my stuff back.
Yeah, do that. Reply that. I didn't realise this competition was so shit. Can I have my gear back? I'm going to do the coffee shoutouts. Sorry, there's been lots of videos. I'm sorry if you're feeling shortchanged because videos like this where, you know, it just seems like it's a video for video's sake, doesn't it?
It's not, though.
I know we've got a special guest.
Very special.
But we haven't got much to talk about. So we've tacked on some rubbish about scams, but it's the announcement of this wonderful competition for the sack of cack, really,
yes,
though, isn't it?
Wonderful.
That's the cut and thrust of this video. So sorry if you feel like you're a bit shortchanged because you've made a coffee contribution and it's not
And
onto something
unfortunately,
more worthy.
I'm here because I know a lot of people
Oh yeah.
Some of you guys that watch Dave do not like me.
Well, we don't like you.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's sponsor of the video is actually Traderfy, guys. So it's going to trigger a lot of people out.
Fucking Traderfy. To be fair, I think they're the only people who've ever come along and said, we'll give you money to plug our stuff.
Oh, really? They've actually approached you?
Yeah, he just and I said, no, you're all right. I quite like your trade base, which I pay to use.
For God's sake.
But yeah, so, kudos to Traderfy. They were willing to put their money on our filth. No one else has ever been. But yes, we declined the offer.
Problem is, you have to say something nice, don't you?
Well, the thing is, I tried it. I gave it a fair run and thought, it's just not for me because the product I currently use, your trade base, referral link in the description, I'll just get on with. And it's simple. And Traderfy did much the same job, but...
I think that's and I'm not. This isn't a plug for it, but what's really benefited me is because I have the big iPad, and the way it sits on a tablet form while I'm at work with internet, it just blends. That's why it works well for me.
If it works for you,
yeah. But I've never used another software. This is the only software that I've sort of used. So
yeah,
I know no different.
The trouble is you get entrenched in something like that, and when something else comes along, you've got to learn it all over again, learn its foibles, how it works.
Jesus.
And I'm an old dog, and it's difficult to learn new tricks. And if I've got something that's already doing the job, even though I'm paying for it, as opposed to Traderfy saying, "Here's some money to use our product," then I'm just gonna stick with what makes my day easier.
Fair enough.
So on the coffee front, thank you to Owen R. Who is a virgin who says "Yakida boys."
Oh.
So he's obviously one of our Welsh viewers, you would think. Will Heed have a few beers or the good cough syrup, as the case may be. Yes, I've still got this stupid cough one. I only remember to cough when it gets mentioned or when I think about it. I don't cough at all, and then as soon as someone says something about cough or COVID, I'm like anyway. Will is from the other side of the pond, an international virgin.
Where from?
Which says other side of the pond, so America presumably.
Or Australia.
Well,
there's a pond around here, and he's just on the other side.
Yeah.
He's actually Coventry.
There's a duck pond over there. Yeah. Andy Payne, regular as clockwork, always enjoyable, lies Andy Payne, and I always manage to learn something he adds.
Not today, you haven't.
I'm afraid not. And he's bought a cal card following someone said they were going to buy one and they saw the price of it at 20 odd quid and thought, fuck off. But it is a good bit of kit, the cal card.
I got mine for free. So.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You probably got given 10 of them or something. You get paid to use them. Have you got one of you?
Yeah, never used it.
I
know I got. The thing is though, because it was so little, I've been given it. I put it somewhere in the unit.
Yeah, I keep mine next to my Mega in my new motherfucking stack.
T-stack.
Okay. Do like that. I might get another T-stack box and put the laptop in it, and have like a laptop.
Put some foam in it.
Yeah, a bit of foam.
A little bit of air cooler in the side.
Some EICR stickers, a permie marker, and just
free ICRs. One of your stickers. Can I have one of your EICR stickers before I go?
Yeah,
I'm just going to copy it and then stick one.
He's going to put it in someone's property. And it's real shit. It's like David Slavery did this.
Could you imagine? I did that on Jordan's job when I filmed with Jordan. They put their Artisan sticker in the corner. I just opened the lid and put my one on the inside. There we go.
Let's hope the standard of work was something you would like to.
Yes, that's very true.
But I'm sure if Jordan or Corey or
it was Corey, so it's all ticked.
Yeah, there you go. Darren Briddock, the big cheese at Electrical and Tests. Keep up the good work. Get well soon. Yeah, it's all pretty much past now, Darren. Just don't mention the cough. Have a couple of beers on me. He's got COVID as well now.
Oh dear.
You probably caught that by watching me, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Yeah. There is the digital spread, as you say. You remember Darren from Alex last year when we bumped into him, don't you, Nige?
No.
That's because you weren't there. I was hoping you would say, oh yeah, I was going to catch you out there. Go, no, you fucking didn't, because you weren't there when I was talking to him at the coffee shop. So you're a fucking liar.
Is that the one when you were there for like 3 days?
Well, you see, I'm not a liar.
We went for both the days.
So I bumped into you on the first day, and then you went the next day as well, didn't you?
Yeah. We just like to have a sky.
Do nothing, yeah.
I don't know if we'll go this year.
You will. You can come with me. I'll give you a lift.
You're going to drive past there to
Yeah, drive all the way down, back up.
I got on the train last year, actually. That
because you were battered.
Well. Yeah, absolutely wasted on the eFixes coin. If they're there and they got deep pockets again, maybe
I'll be getting the train as well. Let's put it that way.
They probably don't want us on their channel anymore. EBW69.
EBW.
Dude. Thank you. Who says, the most entertaining spark on the tube.
EBW. That was rude.
EBW 69. Dude. Mark 1 Safety Testing, who says, best spark on YouTube. Very well timed, I thought, those comments.
I wouldn't mind it if they said, great older spark on YouTube. An all-rounder. I would say that's incorrect.
Maybe they're the ones who don't like you.
That's probably fair. Let us know.
Well, you can't please all the people all the time. Robin Rawson Tetley, what a wonderful name.
Robin. Yeah,
thanks for the great videos. Have a few beers on me.
Oh.
I imagine he's confused and he's been watching your videos and has sent the coffee donation to the wrong place because there's no great videos here.
Donations.
Jim Hook, our man in Australia.
What ledge?
Nice little video on the hokey pokey meter. Yes, that was a rather wonderful little instrument, wasn't it?
I do like the hokey. That's very nice.
Jim's from Australia, to everyone that doesn't know that, and he has a lot of wild birds that fly into his garden. Have you ever seen the videos?
I haven't seen the
I will show you. They're absolutely incredible. And he's been he uploads almost one a day, just the birds that land in his garden.
Wild birds in your garden.
That he feeds them and everything, and he's just had a video absolutely pop off like 200,000 views.
Bloody hell!
Hey, really, so well done, Jim.
Jim Hook, I'm going to look to that.
It's wicked.
I'm a little disappointed in you, Jim. When we did Sam's van video, when we did the EV charger, I dubbed over a load of Australian bird calls onto that. Just to see if anybody would notice and go in the comments, why have you got a Australian lesser spotted warbler sounding in the background in Leamington Spa? I thought the likes of Jim might have caught that, but no. So disappointed in you there, Jim. Don't know why, it just seemed like a good idea at the time. A couple of super thanks have come in from Stephen Blore, who is a whore, or he is now, because that's his second contribution, and Carl Gillespie, thank you. Carl Gillespie. For the super thanks. Super thanks to you chaps. I might turn off that super thanks thing, I don't know, I might just keep it on the coffee thing. So
coffee thing's working for you, isn't it?
Two things are just too much for you to keep on.
Too much paperwork. Yeah. Hey, don't tell HMRC.
It's the administrator. Well, I do actually. This all goes on the fucking tax return, and it's all in the accounts. It's all on the self-assessment. Which came rather handy actually, because I had to be a guarantor to my daughter's new student place, and my wages alone wouldn't have been enough, but by putting on contributions from this sort of thing.
So have you played with your ads? Because people might not know this with the Adsense stuff with Google and YouTube. So when you become monetized on YouTube, you have to make an Adsense account, which is linked to it, and the minimum amount you have to earn £70 a month, which is the minimum payment on Adsense for it to be transferred into your bank, which normally happens like the 21st of the month, every month from Google. You literally have a payment, it says on your bank, Google.
That's the only time I like to see the name Google is when it appears on my bloody bank statement.
But what we did with is when I first set it up, when I wanted to buy the first GoPro, which was the original one that I had, is we just set our limit to like 500 quid. So instead of getting dribs and drabs throughout a couple of months, is once you get that one payment, you can go, right, this is it. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in it, there's loads of
I had an AdSense account. I've had an AdSense account for ages because I used to have Google Ads on the website.
Oh yes.
And it used to earn 60 quid every 2 years. So every 2 years I would get a 60 quid payment from Google. So the threshold used to be 60 quid because that's how little the AdSense ads generated. And then Google got really stupid with it and brought in, I think they call them vignette ads or vignette, I can't remember, some kind of ad where I was on my website looking for information, my own website, and suddenly this full page ad appeared.
Pops up in front.
Yeah. And I was like, where the fuck is that coming from? And it was Google had, because there used to just be little banner ads, that's all I permitted on there, unobtrusive little banner ads. And I'm like, I'm not having this. AdSense, you can fuck off. And that's when I got rid of, the only adverts on my site now are referral ads for stuff that I can actually make some money on, and they do better than Google ever did. But yeah, it's just greed with them, isn't it? It's just stupid.
It's too much.
Who wants a full page ad suddenly appearing, especially when you're viewing your own website?
I hate it when I ever go on YouTube. Like, we've had jobs before where I had that sandbats job the other week where the plasterer hit all my cables in the wall. I then went back on my own YouTube. I didn't go through the studio app, which we watch, which we have as creators, but the actual YouTube app itself. Found the video. Oh god, what arsehole puts adverts on his videos? I had to watch all my own adverts. And if you skip too far, you then have to watch adverts again. I thought, oh god.
I know that. Yes, it really is a pain because I go on there to try and keep up with the comments. Like listing newest first.
Yeah, because in the studio app it's different. It doesn't quite work. So we don't get notified if you have a reply. So if you reply to the comment we don't see
rubbish,
it.
Isn't it? On the studio app, you can't, it's pretty much unusable.
Yeah.
You have to go into the video itself and keep refreshing the feed. And yes, constant
umbrella's falling apart. All the holes are coming out of it.
Dear.
It's the end of Nigel. This is. Here we go.
Tell you what, I'm going to put an ad break in right now. Well, there you go. A fairly pointless video, but we had to do something because we got the great man himself here, Mr. Bundy.
Thank you. At least someone thinks so.
Yeah. We like you.
Thanks, mate.
Even if others don't. You're obviously doing something right because you've got a lot more subs than us. Remember the competition, folks?
Yes.
Our number is nowhere near Nick's. Yes, we had to chew the fat, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not too far away anyway, is it? Really?
No.
Not compared to everyone else.
Only an hour and a half or whatever.
Yeah. Adam's not here, so I can do what I want. So
yeah. Well, we wouldn't want Adam here anyway.
Nige gets a bit weird, a bit touchy.
Yeah.
Do you like Adam?
Well, he did knock you out last time.
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't like you. Anyway. Thank you for your contributions and thanks for watching, and don't forget to enter our super competition. So long.
Enjoy.
Good to have you around, Nick, old man. Nice to see you. What brings you to this area?
I've got a little quote, a little bit of Coventry.
Coventry?
Yeah.
It's our turf.